So once you've kind of narrowed it down that this student would probably be successful, you know what everybody has to get out of their head? They'll probably be successful. Will they have a 4.0? You know how many kids have a 4.0 these days? No, but they'll graduate and they'll have an amazing rest of their life. So get that 4.0 thing out of your head. Engineering guarantees pretty much a great rest of your life. But the school, the choice of school, the type of school, the way that a lot of students describe it, it kind of just feels right. Some of them, they've told me, I drove up to school X, we wouldn't even get out of the car. And then some of them, you just feel at home. The friends or people you can hang out with, live with, eat with, go to school with, and that's on the student. Let's review. Number one, engineering is only for the very high achieving students. No, you should look way past that. In fact, very far past that. A good work ethic helps, yes. You need students that are likely to persevere. Number four, students will never have a life. They will never go out. They'll have no friends. They will bury their head in a book for 4 years. That is not true. Number five, you only look for students that love math, AP Calc BC. No. Take it back to AP Calc BC, AP Calc AB, some type of higher level math, but they don't have to love it. Students have to love all the sciences. No, biology doesn't come into the decision. It's important, it doesn't come into this decision. And they have to lean towards chemistry or physics, but they don't have to love all of them, and they don't have to take AP all of them. Artistic students make good engineers. Artistic students actually make great engineers. You can't be an athlete, in particular a D1 athlete, and be an engineer. Absolutely not true. In fact, I think it's ripe for someone who's an engineer because so much of your studying is organized. It is easier to transfer out of engineering. So if you have students that are on the fence, I don't know that. If they're half and half, it's easier to transfer out of the discipline than into the discipline because all of the courses in engineering, and this is whether you're going from one university to the next, engineering will, most of the credits in engineering will transfer into something else as opposed to the other way around. Number 10, you have to know exactly what type of engineering you want when you start. For example, lots of students can't decide between mechanical and civil because they're kind of similar. And so they spend freshman year trying to figure it out. So the good thing is almost every school spends freshman year doing the exact same subjects. You don't have to decide until the fall of sophomore year. And more importantly is you get a look into most of the other engineerings. And even if it's not part of your schedule, you go to the departments, you hang out, you just look, just lean up against the wall and watch what's going on. And I say, hey, so what do you do here? So you get a whole year, so you don't have to know right away. So number 11, you need to take AP everything. So college counselors that are looking just in the AP classes, for example, AP Physics. All right, everybody in AP Physics over here, I want you to think about it. No, there's loads of them, loads. Over here. You don't have to take AP everything. But that's like, remember that was a check X? Some schools, depending on the schools that you're identifying, it's not an option. They're looking for it. Other schools don't really care. And finally, the type of school, not the type of engineering. The type of engineering you'll figure out your first year if you think engineering's for you. But the type of school, the student needs to determine that. Now, if the student's not sure and they say, what do you think? What do you think? Which happens a lot. You give your opinion. But it has to click. It has to fit right here with the student. Yes, there are students that accept admission to some colleges and universities without ever having visited. Great. Me personally, I would want to ensure my $50,000 or $60,000 were going to be put to good use. So somehow you and your student, or you and your son or daughter, you're taking a look. At a minimum, you call up and say, can I visit for a day? They say yes, because they think you're coming to their school. Maybe you will. So you look at big, you look at small, you look at public, you look at private. Right there, the tuition is different. But the end of the day, the student has to be the one to say, I'm in. And finally, the last takeaway from all this is really for the students themselves. Why not me? They have to be able to say, why not me? The reality is, especially for first generation students, I am first generation. When you grow up in a house that's first generation, oftentimes you're the first to even go to college, to even think about going to college, to even graduate from college. And engineering is a profession. Engineering is for those other people. I don't know who they are, but in your little 16, 17-year-old head, it's not part of your world. I can honestly say that that's what I thought. A confession, my daughter went to an Ivy League school, and I actually said to my husband, this is not us. What I was really saying is, this is not me. Of course, my husband had a couple of smart words for me, but that's very common in students, for them to come to grips with the dream, and a big dream. And I still said it to my own students in class, why not you? Every astronaut sat in a freshman class in Calc 1, the limit of a derivative. So for all of you, I hope that all of your dreams come true, for all the young girls and boys that are in your life. Thanks so much for letting me be part of it.